Welcome to our Just Pause practice. It's a rainy, busy day outside the studio. There's a lot of traffic noise. And as we're in this season of shift from winter to spring, it's hard not to be grateful for the rain. But it's also a bit challenging to not have the sun. And so in today's Just Pause, I'm going to welcome you into just that. Finding a pause in your day, no matter what's happening around you. And invite in a sense of stillness. In fact, I'm very honored to share a poem that is an original work written by a dear friend of mine. And so I hope that it helps you connect with that inner sense of enoughness, that inner beauty that is in fact what also connects us to each other, to the one. So go ahead and find a comfortable sit. Soften the shoulders and the jaw, maybe closing the eyes. Using your senses, which could include your eyes, take in where you are, the space around you. And then start to one by one tune out that which is around you to go in. So that regardless of whatever activities and sounds and sensations are happening out there, we can find the quiet, we can find the stillness within. Attention turns inward. I'm going to remind you that it is this pratyahara, this going in to know ourselves better, not as the destination itself, but as a step in the process so that we can return to our lives, to our communities, a little more aligned with our center self. We go in so that we can then go back out to live in union with our families and friends, our loved ones, our neighbors, and even those we have yet to meet. Thank you for taking this time to pause with me. In the stillness, I find myself in the stillness, not when I'm looking or at the right place and time, not when I'm trying. I find myself in the stillness with the sun on my face, the wind in my hair, the earth under my feet. I find myself in the stillness, in those moments of awareness when all that is here. And all that matters is now. I find myself in the stillness. I breathe in all that is. Breathe out what I have. And over again, I find myself in the stillness. For many of us seeking to find our Dharma, our life's work, we go out and seek, hunt for it even. But what I've discovered is that it's not so much about finding as it is remembering. And it's when I can find myself in the stillness, in the pause, that the clouds peel back, the layers unfold, to reveal a little more of my centered core. And makes that centered core, yes, vulnerable, but accessible. That accessibility to myself and to others is, in fact, the vulnerability, the risk to be seen, to be heard. But it's in that vulnerability, it's in that risk to know ourselves that we can blossom more fully into our authenticity, to just be. That's the beauty of pausing and cultivating a stillness. Notice where you are. Has your mind wandered? Has your sense organs opened to the outside world? Are they opening to the inside world? Just as sound is balanced by silence and light is balanced by darkness, stillness is balanced by movement. What comes in is balanced by what goes out. So it's not that we're meant to be in stillness. It's just meant to be a place that we can visit before we return to movement and carry a bit of that stillness with us. And for me, I can touch that stillness at the top and at the bottom of each breath. I can connect with that sense of pause and stillness each time I pass through a doorway, crossing a threshold, each time I come to a stoplight or an intersection in traffic. Cultivating those pauses, finding those moments of stillness throughout your day, and maybe, just maybe, investing in a deeper immersion by heading to the woods, to the beach, to whatever serene place brings in a little more calm, abiding stillness for you. This is the practice. Perhaps you're not able to find the stillness today. That's okay. Just slowing down is enough. Just noticing your own pace is enough. Just breathing is enough. Because the breath is that doorway that connects and links the body and the mind. The Anna Maya Kosha, the physical body, and the Mana Maya Kosha, the manas, the mind stuff. Linked by the gentle flow, the vigorous efforting breath of each and every exchange of an inhale and an exhale. Let us close this pause, knowing that we can return here anytime for a single breath, for an entire immersive day, finding stillness, introspection, and permission to know yourself more authentically and to trust that you are more than enough. Let your hands come to rest together. Take in one more breath. Let it out with a sigh. May you breathe deeply and move freely. Labor lovingly and live vibrantly. May you be well. Namaste. As you return to the day, take your time and reopen your senses to that which is around you. And it's this conscious shift back into that opening that will help us to recalibrate the skill of tuning out the pratyahara consciously. Take care. I'll see you soon.